Hey everyone, I went up to Logan, got my hair cut, and didn't time it quite right, so we're still in the car. I'm not driving though, so it's all safe. But I just wanted to get on and share what I use every day to help me take action a lot quicker and easier than I have in the past. So I don't know if any of you have ever been in a group of friends and you're trying to, well, it doesn't have, just a group. You're trying to make a decision about what to eat or what movie to watch or what to do or where to go. And if you've been in any group similar to the groups that I've been in, these decisions seem to take a while to make. There's so many options and everyone's indecisive. No one really wants to make a decision, and when someone doesn't or anyway, you get the idea, and I'm sure you've been there as well. But the decision process is difficult, and why is it difficult? Because there are so many inputs, so many opinions, so many options. So usually what happens in those situations, at least with my friends and or family, is someone just finally has to say, okay, we're doing this or this. They limit the options, or they just make the decision, we're doing this, and then everyone's usually pretty happy and okay, yep, we'll just go along with that. So the very same thing happens in our own minds, except this time the friends that we have gathered into our conversation are friends like, and they're not really good friends, but friends like fear, doubt, laziness, rationalization, and sometimes too our friends of, faith or discipline and persistence chime in too to this conversation within our own minds. But this is what makes it difficult. We create this intense mental dialogue with all of these individuals, these thoughts giving us input. And so when we go to try and make a decision, instead of being able to just make the decision and act on it, we're getting all this input from fear, from doubt, from laziness, from rationalization. So we have all these extra options, all these extra opinions and ideas, and it just makes things more complicated than it needs to be. So what do I do to limit this mental drama, this mental dialogue that makes things more complicated? Well, this is what I've learned. The first step is you've got to recognize when this mental dialogue begins in your own head. And what I've realized is, I can't control the first thought that comes into my head, but I can always control the second thought. So the instant I recognize that all of a sudden I have all these opinions coming in and fear speaking and doubt speaking and laziness or rationalization, that's the first step. You gotta recognize it. And then the second step is to consciously turn it off. So that's when I take control of that second thought, and that second thought is I'm turning it off. I'm not listening. I'm not taking those opinions. This is not a group conversation. This is just a conversation with me and myself. So that's the second step. Just tell everyone to be quiet up in your mind. Then the third step that I do is I ask myself one question. What needs to happen? And I keep it simple, okay? So if it's waking up in the morning, the alarm clock goes off, I don't think, I gotta go, take a shower, I gotta make breakfast, I gotta, if I exercise in the morning, I gotta exercise, I gotta get everything ready for the day. I don't think through that whole list. The only thing I think is the alarm clock goes off, the voices may start, you could do this, just stay here, you don't need to get up this early, whatever. So I recognize that, turn it off, no more conversation, and then what needs to happen? I need to pull those sheets off and put my feet on the ground. Keep it simple. So you just think, what is that first action step I need to take to start moving in the direction that I need to go, and you do that action step. So if it's exercising, you have the thought, or you plan to exercise. What do I need to do? Put on my shoes or put on some shorts. Don't make it complicated, but just think of that. Think of that one action you need to take, what needs to happen, and then do it. And the last step is act immediately. Don't wait. Don't allow those thoughts in your head to start that conversation again. That just makes it overly complicated. And I hope that this sounds simple, because it is simple and it should be simple. But remember, just like if you're trying to lose weight or train for a race or something, going out and running one day and then coming back and saying, I haven't lost any weight, this doesn't work. Or I'm not getting any faster after just doing it one day. You're not going to see results in one day. These are things that take persistence, that take continued effort and practice. So this is my challenge for you, is to pick one thing, one simple thing that you have a lot of mental drama or mental dialogue over when you think about it. So, and keep it simple. Whether it's, getting up in the morning, you are always fighting those numerous thoughts in your mind, or if it's exercising or eating healthy, or maybe it's reading something that you've wanted to read or need to read, or maybe it's just talking to someone, or whatever it may be, cleaning a room in your house. I want you to think of one thing, one simple thing in your life that you have mental drama over a lot, and make it a goal this week to follow these steps, to recognize when that mental dialogue starts, that mental drama, consciously turn it off, decide to control the second thought. Third, ask yourself what needs to happen, and keep it simple. Just think of the next action step you need to do. And then fourth, take action immediately. So that's my challenge for you. Let me know how it goes. Send me a message if it works for you, and of course, if you have any other questions or thoughts, please leave a comment, send me a message. I'd love to hear. But I hope you guys are having a great day, and we'll talk to you later.